Something I realized after being in medicine for a couple of years as a medical student right now is that there's a lot of people who wait for the next thing. And what do I mean by that? They're waiting to pass an exam, they're waiting to take an exam, they're waiting to get through the first 2 years of medical school, they're waiting to get through the last 2 years of medical school. They're waiting to be residents, they're waiting to be fellows, they're waiting to be attendings. This constant desire to wait for something before you allow yourself to be happy, I think, is one of the root causes of suffering. Something I've realized, and it, again, a lot of therapy, a lot of time spent working on myself that has helped me is learning to enjoy where I am. And yes, maybe as a third year medical student right now, I'm not getting paid. I'm seeing a lot of patients. I'm doing charts. I'm doing what I can. I'm helping a lot of people. That's the most important thing. I'm helping people, even though I'm not the attending I want to be yet. And I have faith in myself that I'll get there. But now I haven't had any desire to wait for the next thing. I'm kind of very content with where I am right now and how I'm developing into an attending doctor. I know I have a long journey ahead of me. I know I have many, many years of studying ahead of me still. And even after becoming an attending, that's more like the start of your actual career. I think right now I'm still learning everything that I need to in order to have a good baseline understanding of things. But in clinic and in practice, I know that, patients, when they present with complaints of something, it's never just one issue. They're bringing their social background, their healthcare experiences, their experiences with their family and their socioeconomic status, all their concerns and stress they bring with them to their appointment to see you. And you kind of have to take a big picture look at everything in order to make the best recommendations. I'm in podiatry, and although we specialize in the lower extremity, a lot of my patients are complaining about how they don't want to trust doctors or the medications they prescribe. So I actually had a patient the other day came in and he was saying he doesn't like taking his medications for diabetes because he thinks that there's too many side effects. He doesn't trust the medical system. He doesn't trust pharmaceutical companies and big pharma for making profits off these things. I really empathized with him. I told him, I understand where you're coming from, but let me reframe it this way. If, a medication is tested on 1,000 people and 950 of them have great results with minimal side effects, but 50 of them have some side effects. Maybe 10 of those patients have moderate to severe side effects. Does that mean it's a bad medication if it still helped over 90% of people? The patient was very amenable to this idea. He hadn't considered it from that perspective. He was just believing a lot of the misinformation and disinformation that he consumes online. That's not his fault. That's just the climate of the situation we're in. But I think that being able to encourage your patients to not give up on the right medical treatments for themselves and being the best advocate for themselves is the best way to actually get them to start taking ownership of their health. There's two kinds of people that you see sometimes. There's the victims who think everything is happening to them, nothing is going right because the world is a bad place and it doesn't want to give them what they think they deserve. There's also owners. And this is the approach I like to adopt because we own the circumstances we're in. We might not be in the ideal job, in the ideal health, in the ideal shape that we want to be in, but we do own what we do about where we are in at that point in time. It's our choice to act on the things that matter to us and the things that don't. So, are you making the right choices every day? Are you doing the best you can with the choices you have in front of you? Are you making the best decision out of two bad decisions? What's the better option? Are you choosing to have a cigarette or a drink of alcohol? Or are you going to go for a walk and play with your grandkids instead? Those are all choices and decisions you make every single day. In closing, I'd like to share this. Make good choices for yourself. Be the best advocate for yourself. No doctor, no healthcare provider is ever going to be able to get you to optimal health without your help as well. You need to be the one to get yourself there. Doctors, providers, all we can do is give you recommendations and suggestions. We can correct deformities with surgery if it's indicated. We can give you some offloading for ulcers that are bothering you. We can debride them. We can do all the things that help your healing. But at the end of the day, a lot of the healing comes from you. We don't heal patients. We place them in a position that is best suitable for healing and recovery. If you'd like to get more inspiration about ideas like this, hit subscribe, like, and share with your friends and family.